Donald Trump woke up and called Fox in a panic and said, everybody, stop blaming the economy on me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Here, watch what Donald Trump said. Here, play this clip.
When does it become your economy? When is it a Trump economy where we get to see if your plans are working?
Well, it takes a period of 6 months to a year.
Really, Donald? And by the way, this follows last night, Donald Trump trying to email his supporters with the following message. They want me to fire Elon Musk. And when you open it up, I subscribe to this so you don't have to. It says, urgent stand with Elon. Doge is tearing through Washington's corrupt bureaucracy like a tornado. Democrats are in full meltdown modes. First they sued me, then they threatened to impeach me, and now they want me to fire Elon Musk. Well, let's be clear. You're firing hardworking government employees now. You're firing disabled veterans. You're firing people who have dedicated their life to helping because you and Elon Musk want to give $4.5 trillion in tax cuts to billionaires and other billionaires. And so it's not just Democrats who are upset at what Elon Musk is doing. It's Democrats, Republicans, independents are upset that they're invading our privacy, taking our tax records, our medical records, our social security information, getting access to tax payment systems. People are pissed. Your approval rating, Donald, is absolutely plummeting right now. The worst in Gallup polling history for this term or this time in the presidency. Horrific stuff. But let me just bring some receipts, Donald. This is before the election, just to be clear, when you said that you will immediately bring down prices starting on day one. Play this clip.
So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. We will end Kamala's war on American energy, and we will drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill.
Just so we're all clear here of the Donald Trump bait and switch, this is his new line. You can't blame me on the economy. You can't blame me. It's Biden's fault. It's Biden's fault. Here's what he said just earlier in the week when he was on Hannity as well. Play this clip.
Yeah, we inherited.
Yeah.
And inflation is back. I'm only here for 2.5 weeks.
That was January.
Inflation is back.
For a week.
Now think of it. Inflation's back, and they said, "Oh, Trump inflation." I had nothing to do with it. These people.
Isn't it just so despicable how Fox just serves as a propaganda arm, a state regime media trying to cover up what a horrific and disastrous presidency this is already? Take a look at data. We like looking at data here at the MeidasTouch Network from the University of Michigan Consumer Survey. Long-run inflation expectations rose over the course of the month and climbed from 3.2% in January to 3.5% in February. This is the largest month-over-month increase since May 2021, exceeding expectations. Lots of Americans believe inflation's going to hit in the mid-4s or even higher pretty soon. Economists expected that Donald Trump was going to cause massive problems to the economy, but this soon is even exceeding their expectations. More emails from Donald Trump last night and this morning. Elon Musk is dark MAGA. Ben, are you ready to join him and go dark MAGA? I don't know what the hell are you talking about. Am I ready to go dark MAGA? No, I'm ready for you to lower the prices, make housing more affordable, make healthcare more accessible, make education more accessible. Solve the war in Ukraine in 24 hours, Russia's unlawful invasion, which you did not do, and not attack Zelensky. That's what I'm ready for, not going dark MAGA. More grifty emails from Donald Trump about immediate action required. Click this link right now. By the way, Donald Trump made this post last night of the Team USA versus Team Canada game. Everything Donald Trump touches dies. Of course, Team Canada won after Donald Trump intervened and tried to make that game about himself, the same way he did with the Kansas City Chiefs. Donald Trump reposting Matt Gaetz. And now we all know the report on Matt Gaetz and the underage girl, and we know about Matt Gaetz and drugs, but Donald Trump wants to post Matt Gaetz as his hype man. But of course, Donald Trump was close friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and Epstein recruited girls from Mar-a-Lago to traffic. So we know this crew. And there's a reason why I don't think you're going to see those Epstein files released anytime soon. Here's what Matt Gaetz says. From cutting bloated budgets to renaming the Gulf of America. Oh, yeah. The Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Yeah. Who cares if Donald Trump is destroying our economy, destroying the federal government, making people less safe, less healthy, destroying our alliances. All that matters is Gulf of America. Yeah. And by the way, this is what currently at CPAC, they've gone from Project 2025, the right-wing people, from Project 2025 to now they're calling it, you want to get this, the third term project. This is from today at CPAC. Trump is speaking at this conference tomorrow, but this is what it looks like today, where attendees there are promoting the, quote, third term project, which calls to override the Constitution to let Trump hold on to power indefinitely. Their signage depicts Trump as Julius Caesar, who declares himself dictator for life. Going back to Donald Trump's call with Fox this morning, here's Donald Trump during his call, and he refuses to say that the invasion was Putin's fault of Ukraine. He says that he's not going to go there. I'm tired of hearing people blaming Putin. Hear it for yourself. Let's play it.
But look what you have. You have a man who's led a country that had the most beautiful cities that they demolished, had the most beautiful domes. Those domes are the most beautiful.
But it's all Russia's. But that's Russia's fault, though, Mr. President. Russia
They're
did
all demolished. 1,000-year-old domes, and everything's demolished. I mean, it's like a demolition site, though. It's sort of like Gaza. In fact, it's more. At least Gaza has a couple of buildings standing. Right. I mean, this place. You take a look at the demolition of so many of those cities, and and all those people are killed. Never to come back again.
But Mr. President, that's all. That's Vladimir Putin's fault. Don't you agree?
I get tired of listening to it. I'll tell you what. I've seen it enough. And then he complains that he's not at a meeting that we're having with Saudi Arabia trying to intermediate a peace. Well, he's been at meetings for 3 years with a president who didn't know what the hell he was doing. He's been in the meetings for 3 years. And nothing got done. So I don't think he's very important to be at meetings, to be honest with you. He's been there for 3 years. He makes it very hard to make deals. But look what's happened to his country. It's been demolished.
But no, I hear you.
He's going to go back.
But Mr. President, you know who's to blame for that.
That's Vladimir.
But don't you think it's Vladimir Putin that did the invasion unwarranted to try to take back land he had no right to? And don't you think fundamentally that's that? And if you could just, and now both sides want to talk, it seems. So we should just get to that point.
They only want to.
Then Donald Trump says he doesn't believe Zelensky is very important in negotiation meetings with Russia. To be honest with you, he says, anytime someone's like that says, to be honest with you, you know they're a liar. Play this clip.
With a president who didn't know what the hell he was doing. He's been in the meetings for 3 years and nothing got done. So I don't think he's very important to be at meetings, to be honest with you. He's been there for 3 years.
And then what was Donald Trump doing at 6:32 a.m. this morning? This is what James Carville really got in Donald Trump's head. So James Carville went on Hannity and had the facts. And James Carville's like, let's be clear. Donald Trump's approval rating right now is the lowest it's been in the history of polling groups at this time in the presidency. He said that Americans hate Elon Musk. Americans are aggravated as hell over Donald Trump. So what did Donald Trump do? He goes, I won the election in a landslide, which he didn't. All 7 swing states, the popular vote, all 50 states shifted Republican, a record. And now I have the best polling numbers I ever had. The Democrats run by broken down losers like James Carville, who's weak of mind and body are going crazy and just don't know what to do. Weak of mind and body are going crazy. You may want to look in the mirror, bud. I think you're talking about yourself there. It's always projection and confession with these guys. Donald Trump's poll numbers are horrific. As I said, the worst in American history right now. But let's let James Carville say it. This is what is getting Donald Trump all worked up right now. Play this clip.
I'll tell you this, more deficit has accumulated under Donald Trump than the other president of American history, but I'm glad that you're on the fiscal responsibility bandwagon. You're reading these polls, and I'm reading the polls saying the Democrats are 13 points up in the congressional generic, that Donald Trump has the lowest approval rating of any president at this point in his presidency in American history. So your viewers are getting one view, and I'm reading another view. So one of us is right and one of us is wrong. I think the Republican Party is against the minimum wage. I think the Republican Party stands for more tax cuts for people making over $400,000 a year. I think the Republican Party wants to get rid of a woman's right to choose. I think the Republican Party wants to destroy Medicaid. I think the Republican Party would like to get rid of Medicare if it possibly can. I think the Republican Party supports Vladimir Putin. I think the Republican Party is weak when it comes to communist China.
I see a lot of Democrats, do support men their rights to play women's sports. And you're not addressing those key issues that are.
It's the key issue what the High School Athletic Association decides who's eligible to play what sport is the key issue. We're going to continue to help people with health care, with Medicaid and Medicare, or the key issues that we're going to secure people's retirement security. The key issue is in this century, under Democratic presidents, 50 million jobs have been created and 1 million jobs under Republicans. I think most Democrats that I know want to create jobs, create opportunity for people, and create opportunity for young people. I don't know of anybody that's sitting there worrying about who plays in the high school track meet. I see you got USAID up there. They spend $41 billion. They spend $41 billion. The federal budget is $6 trillion. I did the math, Sean. It actually comes to something like 0.014%. So take the $41 billion, put it against the $6 trillion, and see what you've done when your president is responsible for more federal debt than any president in the history of the United States. Do you know what year had the most domestic energy production in American history? I happen to know. 2024.
I have no idea.
Fact check. I do.
That statement is true.
Domestic energy.
Oh, that was pretty good right there. Well, let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers, and thanks for watching.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.